Hey, and welcome to Polyglot Nook, your cozy space for learning languages without pressure. Here, I share real stories, not fake fluent in 30 days promises. Today's episode is all about how I'm learning Italian from scratch. No background, no teacher, no paid course. Just one curious brain and a lot of pasta. If you've ever thought about learning Italian, or any language, this episode is for you. Let's dive in. So, why Italian? Well, it started with music. I was listening to L'Italiano by Toto Cutugno. You know that moment when a melody gets stuck in your head and you don't even know what it means? That was me, singing sounds I didn't understand. Then I looked up the lyrics. The words were so emotional, so vivid. I thought, wow, I want to feel this language, not just translate it. Also, I've always been fascinated by Italian culture. Rome, Venice, gelato, espresso, and yes, the hands when they talk. You can't ignore that. Let me be honest, I started with zero knowledge. I didn't know ciao, I didn't know grazie, I didn't even know how to pronounce spaghetti correctly. Okay, maybe that one I knew, but that's it. At first, I felt overwhelmed. The alphabet looks familiar, but then you see a word like cucchiaio, spoon, and suddenly it's a tongue twister. So I made a rule: no pressure, no perfect grammar, just listen, enjoy, and repeat. Here's what I used. YouTube, Italian for absolute beginners. Songs. I took one song and studied it word by word. Podcasts. Even if I didn't understand, I just listened while walking. One of the first full sentences I learned was, Mi chiamo Giulia, e sto imparando l'italiano. My name is Julia, and I'm learning Italian. That felt like magic. So, what does my Italian study routine look like now? Nothing crazy. About 30 to 45 minutes a day, depending on how I feel. Here's a typical day. Morning. I review 10 flashcards on my phone, usually vocabulary from songs or phrases I heard. If I have 5 spare minutes, I listen to a simple podcast. Afternoon. During a walk or workout, I play Italian music like Laura Pausini or Eros Ramazzotti, and I try to sing along. Badly, but with passion. Evening. I watch a short YouTube clip or a Netflix scene with Italian subtitles. Sometimes I pause and repeat the line out loud. My neighbors think I'm talking to myself. They're not wrong. Once a week, I try to write a few sentences in Italian. Something simple like, Oggi fa caldo. Bevo un caffè e studio l'italiano. Today, it's hot. I'm drinking coffee and studying Italian. It's not perfect, but it's real. Okay, let's talk about struggles. One time, I wanted to say, I'm hungry, which is ho fame. Instead, I said sono fame, which literally means I am hunger. My Italian friend laughed for 5 minutes. I laughed too. Another day, I tried to say, I like cats. I said, mi piacciono I gatti, but I pronounced it like, mi pizza sono I ghetti. Look, Pronunciation is hard, okay? But mistakes are part of the game. And if you're afraid of making them, you'll never speak. So now I embrace them. Every time I mess up, I think, that's a new memory in my brain. Here's what I've learned. You don't need to study grammar books all day. You need emotion plus repetition. If you connect a word to a feeling, like a song lyric, a joke, or a personal story, you remember it. Also, repetition works. I've heard andrà tutto bene. Everything will be okay 100 times. Now it's stuck in my heart. I'm not fluent yet, not even close, but I can understand lyrics, I can read menus, and I can say, parlo un po' di italiano, ma sto imparando. I speak a little Italian, but I'm learning. So, if you're learning Italian, or thinking about it, here's my advice. Start today. Even 5 minutes is enough. Use what you love. Songs, films, memes. Speak out loud, even to your cat. Be patient. Some days will feel slow. That's okay. And never compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to yesterday you. And now, one of my favorite Italian quotes, piano piano si va lontano. Slowly, slowly, you go far. Thanks for joining me on Polyglot Nook. Language learning takes time, patience, and a bit of courage, but you're already on the right path. So stay motivated, stay curious, and don't be afraid to sound like a beginner. That's how we all start. And hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that follow button so you don't miss future episodes. Let me know what you liked and what you didn't. Your feedback means a lot. That's all for today, dear friends. Take care, be kind to yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now, and buona fortuna!